to the second part of our country parks visit. The last time, if you remember, we went to the Secret Garden, and this is the country park that it is in, and we are now going to go and explore some other parts of it. So let's go.
One thing we failed to show you in the previous video is the lampposts which grace the hill all the way up the park, about halfway. They're usually always lit up at night, but from personal experience I can attest to the fact that if you've been watching too many horror movies or just a paranoid person, coming up here at night by yourself is not the best idea, because once you get halfway up the hill you're in the dark and on your own. I don't know if I fancy one of them for a snack. Not that I would know, I'm a squirrel. Wait, what? What does that mean? I'm not a squirrel. I meant to say not that I would know I'm not a squirrel.
I think one of the red squirrels might find that a wee bit too much even for them right now.
Is that right, unicorn?
Yes, it is, yeah.
You've got an insect in your night. It's gone now.
Here we are back at the waymarker that we left us at the end of our last video. We were going to go down this way today, and you will still see that, but for the moment we're going to go to my left and we'll head up towards the castle and show you some of that.
Walking through this little bit of the park is always quite pleasant. And of course you can hear the birds, you can hear the bird song, and if you take a glance to the left you can also see that it's overgrown and quite meadow-like in its presentation. It's a path lesser walked by a lot of people. Dog walkers tend to come along here, but it's quite pleasant and it's a nice little detour to get to the castle in a slightly more natural setting than walking across a tarmacked path. Well, this area behind us and up the hill is supposed to be the lawn, but I would have to argue that it's a bit bigger than a lawn, and I wouldn't want to have one of those out the back of my little house.
And, as you can probably see behind us, they are used a lot for picnics, so they are nicknamed the picnic lawns.
Still not lawns, they're much bigger than lawns.
But much bigger than that.
The path that we are walking along now, as you can see it, is the path leading on up to the castle, through the picnic lawns. I have to be honest with you folks, it's smelling like a barbecue out here and I'm absolutely starving now, so it's a good thing you're not getting that part. Well, you can see pretty clearly that everyone's down here to have a bit of fun, which is always nice to see because it is a park and that's what parks are for, but more so I think you'll notice that they're getting a dose of childhood nostalgia rolling down the hill. And
oh goodness, I've done that in my time. So's the bear, so's the yak.
There's a couple of men over there playing tag with each other as well, running up and down the hill. That was quite fun to see.
This is a fantastic hill to do it on as well. It just goes
it's long, it goes for ages.
And on.
Aye, it's good. Oh well, it's just nice to see people having fun again.
It's getting very windy here right now, I'll tell you. But this castle that is here was actually built from recovered stone that had been taken from another castle that had been here since the 12th century, and it belonged to the Earl of Lennox, who has got lots of ties with Balloch, and Barton, Alexandria. This building, although it's in disuse at the moment, public toilets are still opened, but it's being used as headquarters for quite a few agencies. The Nature Conservancy Council was here. It was used for the country park rangers at one point, and more recently it had been used as a visitor centre. Unfortunately, as I said, it's now in need of renovation, but it is certainly even worth just coming to see the outside of it, because it's still a very impressive building.
Well, we're still on the lawns, but that's because I have some interesting information to tell you. Maybe there are some millennials and Gen X that will remember. This park actually played host to two bands in June of 1991, one being Runrig and the other being Oasis, and both had double digits of thousands in their crowds at the time, so there you go.
Behind me, way down the hill and across the loch on the other side there, you can see the marina. It's a private marina with lots of boats in it, and there's a lovely wee restaurant down there called the Boat House. It's well worth a trip to see if you're in the area. These trees here always amaze me. I have no idea what they're called. To me it looks like a palm tree, but obviously it's not a palm tree, and I'm sure we'll be able to tell you what it is later, but they just look so alien, I suppose, to the park because of all the oak trees and the fir trees. And, I think there's a big one over there as well. There, point that out.
It's not the same species.
Not the same species.
It's a wonderful day in Scotland. The sky is grey and the rain is falling. I'm sure you already noticed, but there's plenty of benches along the paths and walkways as well, which is always nice if you want a little seat. And it's a good place to try and keep your eye out for squirrels.
Yes, this place is running with squirrels if you can actually get an eye on one of them.
Red squirrels and grey squirrels.
Red squirrels and grey squirrels.
They actually mean squirrel.
Mr. Sloth, we are sorry. Here we can see a specimen of the wild Scottish seagull on a bench in Balloch Park. It isn't meant to be here because it is a seagull, not a park gull, but this one is silly and does not know the bloody difference. As we approach the seagull begins to go into alert and enters a state of slight panic. It is unsure of our intentions and is now debating on making an escape. There is no sure way to tell what the seagull will do, and the seagull has no sure way to tell what we will do. However, it is now making its escape, and look at it go! The higher perch, the sneaky, jammy little thing.
This is another lovely wee garden that is just off to the side of the castle, and behind me there's a lovely wee circular area with benches in it, and you can take these wee steps and another wee bit. Another tree we don't know the name of, another big tree we don't know the name of. There are so many areas in this park that you can just have wee nooks and crannies everywhere, and it really is just great and to investigate them all.
It's certainly grey with a G-R-A-Y-T at the moment because of the sky. That's not very good, is it? Single file stairs. That tree is definitely not meant to be yellow.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's moss or paint or both. That bark looks very crunchy. caught them, look. Oh, go, 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 oh.
Guys, guys.
Well, we're now off into the centrepiece of the garden where there's a little bench to sit on.
Several
You can see
benches
that.
to sit on. A bun. I got one.
Well, you might notice that it's a little bit murky and shady and gloomy and depressing, but it's actually not as depressing as it looks. It's just the grey sky. Scottish plants, Scottish native plants especially, have very, very colourful flowers and leaves. So during the summer, when the sun is full blast, everything in here gets quite vibrant and beautiful to the eye. So just goes to show you there's hidden beauty in everything in a way.
Just look at this beautiful red leaved tree above me. Even on a day like this, it's just so vibrant. It's just gorgeous.
Nothing else to say, I had spouted everything.
Right, we're going to start heading down the hill now towards the water so that you can see that. So let's go.
It's certainly not a long way to Tipperary.
Oh, look! Behind me, you can see the Drumkinnon Bay Tower, which was in one of our previous videos as well. Du, 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 du.
Seven little benches all in a row, along a path. Where does it go? Nobody knows, except we do know because that's why we're walking down it.
And you can sit at whichever one you want to, you know.
For the record, folks, there were several takes of deafening silence before we got that one to work.
It's true. It's true. There is a path round going around that way, but we're going down this one because it's shorter.
If you go down this path enough times within a 50 to 60 year time frame, you'll get shorter as well.
Yes.
From pounding your knees up into your thigh bones. What did the mole do? They've trudged all over its hill. If I were a mole, I would never recover from something like that.
This one's even flatter.
That was never a molehill, that's just dirt. Incredible range of facilities. One for your toddlers and one for your slightly above toddlers and nothing else.
That's been a good day in there though.
I would argue that once you get past the age of 10, it's a little bit difficult to play in any modern park facility. Nice view of the last paddle steamer ever built in the UK right there. 1953 it was built in the Clyde, then it was torn apart and then it was rebuilt on that slipway and launched into the loch.
In the summer months, behind me, you can see a little building that's built opposite the jetty, and that will house a small cafe so we can get ice cream and drinks on a hot day. On a hot day it can be quite busy.
Busy's an understatement. There's also a jetty, which you can have a little leisurely stroll down. You might sometimes see people launching from it, but...
Behind me, you can see another view of the middle of the loch, which is renovation is well underway by now. So hopefully you'll be able to have a trip on it soon. And also some of the other residents. We have some lovely ducks here and a couple of swans in the background too. I'll see plenty of them. Always loads of them around. And it can be really nice at this time of year because they have little babies with them as well.
Right in the water. The loch is a pretty popular medium, if you will, for water sports like speedboats, jet skis, and I've even seen some, what do you call it, windsurfing? And other stuff like that.
And over to the left there.
No, not over to the left there, straight ahead, because that's what we're looking at.
Okay.
Silly unicorn.
I'm a silly
Yeah,
unicorn.
you can see there's quite a lot of boats and things out, and obviously there is a speed limit on the loch, which you can get nicked for if you break it, but yet to see that happening in my lifetime.
And if you're really, really brave on a very hot day, you can jump in, have a swim, but I would not recommend it.
Oh! There's a familiar face.
It's freezing. There is the seaplane coming in for the landing.
I suppose you could call that a water sport as well. That's him just taxiing into his little bay, if you will. Well, this scene brings us to the end of our walk, almost symbolically so, as the seaplane taxis into its bay at the Cameron House. Now, I have no idea what I'm going to say, I just forgot, but that's fine because we're at the end of our walk and that's it. Goodbye folks, see you next time.